You are not tired at work because you are not strong enough. For many women, the heaviest pressure is not only the task, the meeting, the deadline, or the performance review. It is doing the job while also proving that you deserve to be taken seriously. It is moving forward while watching whether you seem too direct, too ambitious, too emotional, or not pleasant enough. The invisible rules are exhausting. Be capable, but not too forceful. Speak up, but do not make anyone uncomfortable. Ask for opportunity, but do not look too ambitious. Be warm, steady, reliable, and easy to work with. Then, when you manage all of that, people may treat it as if it was simply expected. This is why capable women can still feel unsafe. Before speaking, she wonders if the sentence is too direct. Before refusing, she wonders if people will call her difficult. Before asking for resources, she wonders if she is becoming a burden. It is like a background program running in her mind, always calculating other people's reactions. After enough time in that environment, a normal task turns into a character exam. It is no longer, is this proposal good enough? It becomes, am I good enough? It is no longer, what can be improved? It becomes, did I just prove their bias? A task has edges. A character exam has no edges. Then rest becomes difficult. A phone lights up and your chest tightens. A manager does not answer, and your mind starts guessing. A coworker sounds cold, and you replay everything you said. This is not weakness. It is an alarm system trained by placing your safety inside other people's reactions. The strategies that once protected you can start trapping you. Over-preparing turns every small task into a major exam. Over-explaining turns every no into a request for permission to exist. Over-carrying makes it hard to tell what is your responsibility and what other people have simply learned to drop on you. Look at the structure behind the anxiety. The first layer is visible work pressure. Too many tasks, fast pace, scattered information, and constant evaluation. The second layer is hidden double standard pressure. The same behavior gets interpreted differently. The third layer is internal pressure. The outside voice becomes an inner judge, and you start judging yourself in advance. You need to separate one important thing. Not all of the pressure belongs to you. Some of it is the task. Some of it is the organization. Some of it is culture. Some of it is other people's projection. Only part of it is your next choice and action. If you package all of it as my problem, your body starts paying the debt for the whole system. To become steady again, the first step is not carrying more. It is separating what got mixed together. Draw 3 columns: fact, story, responsibility. In the fact column, write what actually happened. In the story column, write the meaning your mind added. In the responsibility column, write the next step that is actually yours. Imagine a meeting. You make a point, it disappears, and 5 minutes later someone says something similar and the room agrees. Pause. The fact is, I made a point, it was not picked up, and a similar point later received attention. The next action might be, the direction I mentioned earlier connects to this discussion. Let me add the evidence behind it. Now imagine a manager adds a task when you are already overloaded. Your automatic answer may be yes. You do not have to begin with a hard refusal. You can say, I can do it, but we need to confirm priority. If this must be done today, which existing task moves back? That sentence brings the issue back to reality. Time is limited, resources are limited, and priority must be visible. There is also a likability tax. You are not only expected to do professional work, you are expected to stay pleasant, easy, and emotionally smooth. Over time, I need resources becomes, if it is convenient, maybe we could consider it. This deadline is unrealistic becomes, I will try my best. You may call it maturity, but often it is clarity being traded for other people's comfort. So practice a different kind of kindness. Not pleasing kindness, but clear kindness. Pleasing kindness says, sorry, I might be a little difficult. Clear kindness says, I need 2 pieces of information to finish by Friday, the priority and the final decision maker. This is not aggression. It is simply removing unnecessary self-shrinking. Another source of workplace anxiety is the belief that you must be fully ready before you are allowed to move forward. Many women lower themselves in front of opportunity. She can do the work, but her first thought is, am I still missing something? The more she waits for perfect readiness, the less evidence she collects. The less evidence she collects, the less ready she feels. There is another hidden pressure: age and time. Many women are chased early by timelines. When people ask about your future, they may not mean only your career. Marriage, children, family, age, and stability get pulled into the same question. You start torturing yourself with outside timelines, but you are not a ranking board. You have your own conditions: body, relationships, ambition, fatigue, and season. The first practical tool is a fact ledger. Anxiety remembers failure and forgets evidence. What you finish quickly becomes normal. What you miss keeps replaying. A fact ledger is not vanity. It is a tool against self-doubt. Each week, write 3 facts. What did I move forward, solve, create, or carry that would otherwise disappear? You also need to design visibility. Many women do invisible support work that never becomes visible, not because it has no value, but because organizations often reward visible output. At the start of a project, define your role and deliverables. During the work, send short updates. At key points, name your judgment, action, and result. This is not bragging. It is letting facts leave a trace. Treat your body as data, not as an inconvenience. If you cannot sleep, fear notifications, and cannot recover on weekends, that is not proof that you lack dedication. It is evidence that the current pattern is not sustainable. And do not confuse independence with carrying everything alone. You need real allies, people who tell you the real rules, remind you not to take what is not yours, and help you see facts when you doubt yourself. Redefine strength. Many people think strength means not being affected, not needing rest, and never feeling pressure. But that kind of strength is often just numbness. Real strength is not the absence of feeling. It is having a feeling without being taken over by it. You may feel fear and still name the fact. You may feel hurt and not turn it into pleasing. You may feel anxious and not treat anxiety as an order. The ending is not. Women need to become stronger. You have already been strong for too long. The real question is not how to carry more. It is how to stop treating carrying everything as your value. You can work seriously without using work to prove you deserve to exist. You can communicate kindly without shrinking your clarity. You can feel afraid and still act. The turning point is not the day you never feel anxious. It is the day anxiety appears and you no longer hand it the steering wheel. Pressure can exist. The alarm can ring. The room can be loud. But slowly, you learn this. Even when the noise is loud, I can still hear myself.